Hello guys, it is that panda guy and I'm here again with another video, and today we are going to be going through Pompeii. I know it's a little bit late, but I have been uploading those other videos for you guys, so I hope you guys understand reasonably so. I still have some more island videos that I haven't uploaded, like at least 3 or 4 I feel like, that I could upload for you guys, from just random islands and stuff like that. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I hope you guys also enjoyed the intro and outro that I'm going to be playing in this video. Big thanks to Kat Spina for, doing that for me and just making the intro and outro. I think it was pretty simple and stuff. I was thinking of doing this other intro that I had gotten before as a gift, but it had like copyright on it, and overall I do think like this one is just simple, and it didn't have copyright on it. So you guys just tell me what you think, and I took up a minute of your time right in the beginning of the video, but yeah, thank you guys as always for watching, and we are going to do this. So I do want to mention that I missed the first 30 minutes. I forgot to unpause when I was doing it. Like, I literally forgot to unpause. I was checking the thing and I was like, fuck, man, I didn't pause it. I mean, I didn't unpause it, because I had paused it and I was supposed to unpause it, and I think I clicked at it and I didn't actually unpause it. So I was just soggy. But I'll tell you guys basically what went down, how we got in our situation, and everything overall. So basically, I did the simple same strategy because these guys did have a strong tier 6 player, and I wanted to make sure that we were able to hold these structures, and we were able to. And honestly, there should have been a big chance that we lost. I mean, I do think that we, no matter the case, it would have been crazy if we did lose this. Though my team did improve from their last, Pompeii, of course. I will mention how they improved. They also were still making a lot of mistakes that I will call out here. I will also call out Andy, because he made a massive mistake, especially off the bat, where we were able to take out, these operation bases. He was doing a pretty bad job when it came to actually holding them and playing garrison captain when he really should have been, and that made it really hard for their team to get back, because especially this left side where he's not even close to. The second we managed to take this, he didn't have a good player, like any strong players holding it. We were able to just swarm it down, take it, and then the rest of their, other players, I won't say they're weak, but comparable to, me or my technology, they weren't able to take any good trades. They weren't able to swarm. They weren't able to rally, and they would just get smushed. And, it was really hard for them. And, it was definitely a big mistake on Andy's part for not playing garrison captain. I don't want to blame it all on him, but, you really got to fill your role when you're there, and, you're that monster player that they need. I will say my team made a lot of mistakes, including rally swarms. We ended up actually losing this operations base eventually one of these times, and it was definitely on my team for trying to swarm this rally constantly. They end up giving up field presence because of that. They should have been fighting on the field, clearing the field, because when you think about it, this is a tier 6 player with good, good reinforcements. Overall, they're not trading positive, and this is one of our bigger dudes trying to swarm it, swarm the field. You guys see me putting all these freaking tags on the field, trying to like tell these guys to stop actually hitting the rally, and it's just really hard to keep these guys actually focused on the objective. You want to make sure these guys can't keep the rally full compared to swarming. Only case I recommend swarming is, for example, if it was like a 40 mil rallying this thing and we had a bunch of high tier 5 or even tier 6 players who were just swarming, right? Because the trades are good. We want to get this rally out of here as soon as possible. This is Andy. We don't have players comparable to him. Even though I'm stronger than him, I'm weaker than him, like when you're statistically speaking, on our gear, on just everything of the sort, right? Like, I won't say like he was super like that much stronger than me. Overall, I think we were like pretty close and even, but when it comes to like our parts and stuff, I was definitely lacking, and I was way like definitely further behind them. So overall, it was just better to reinforce these things, hold on, and they don't get the points. Like, if they don't take it, it won't make our job harder. We could hold these pretty easily. I will give it to my team, though. Although they were making a mistake on that side of the field, overall they did a way better job at just understanding that they needed to keep these things full, because as you guys see here, they're filling these things way better than they did last time. Last time they weren't keeping them full. They weren't able to just overall they were just doing a really bad job at that. And I mean, they definitely improved on that. So I'm just glad to see that they learned. Next time they got to understand, you really got to avoid, well, not always, right? Like, you don't always got to avoid fighting on the field. In any case, it would have actually been good for us to fight on the field and keep the rally from being filled. That was the one issue that I had when I was watching these guys, right? And I do note that they end up, I think here they did a bad job at keeping this thing full. They ended up becoming too focused on other objectives, and they also I feel like they definitely drained themselves swarming that rally, and that's one reason they weren't on the field. Their marches were already low, they got beat down, and our players just weren't here to reinforce this thing. And I think someone actually comes over and starts swarming the rally instead of reinforcing that operations base and maybe saving us another 20, 30 seconds, enough time to have someone kind of try to jump in here and reinforce it. It's just definitely really big mistake. I will say our teammates do come back down here, end up taking this thing, and it was actually really lucky that we were able to take it because of, I think it was the Garrison captain just making a big mistake about who they made Garrison captain. It was Andy for a bit, which was making us trade bad, and then they swapped out. I will kind of point out that Andy, when he was Garrison captain, although our players were swarming into a tier 6 guy, they were trading relatively even for the single fact that this dude was using, I think it was Catherine. He was using Catherine or like Cynthia or something like that as the Garrison captain. And, one big reason you don't want to use a, hero like this as a Garrison captain is they have like no counter damage, nothing, right? Like they are a single target hero. They don't really offer much otherwise. Yeah, you see it right here. Cynthia, and I think I think it's not Andy yet, but you're gonna see him swap in real quick, and then I take off the tag because I was like, dang, we're not gonna be able to swarm this. But either way, they still were using a single target, just like hero that's not built for taking a swarm, right? And that was perfect for us. And then he ends up actually pulling out and leaving someone who's like Raygro and something. But at that point, it's like a way weaker player. They're gonna be taking worse trades no matter the case, and we just melt this thing and take it back. And that was actually really bad. Also, I put weak just so these guys know to swarm, but it was really bad for them to do that. These guys took so much time to take this back, and they weren't even able to hold it. They weren't even able to hold it down or just get reinforcements in it or focus on reinforcing. I think they were a little bit too focused on the field there. Overall, it was just a big youch on their part, and they just didn't have enough field presence. Their other side were struggling on helipad. They weren't really able to do much. Honestly, should have sent more people up here or just sent Andy down on the other side on the other helipad and maybe gone behind our back lines. Just try to cause any havoc possible. I feel like a lot of this was Andy's fault, right? He just wasn't able to properly hold a lot of stuff, and they really needed a proper Garrison captain, especially when you're considering that a lot of this is weighed on me and Andy just holding these things. Because if I had my other tier 5 players hold these things, they could have easily swarmed them out, like way easier at least. Andy himself could have just sent 5 marches, boom, would have taken probably positive trades against players like these. But you know what, I'm holding this. I have tier 6 tech, I have decent gear, right? Like all that kind of stuff is just really playing a huge part in this. Also near the end here, I think I'm about to start hitting some bases just as a final hoorah before I'm kicked out of here. And yeah, I will say there's of course worse these guys could have done. They could have not rallied at all. They could have only fought in the field. They could have avoided even attacking the operations base and been way too focused. Overall, like all in all, they definitely could have done better. Like they should have had their Andy just I hope Andy sees this and doesn't think that I'm like just trying to like target him, but it's definitely something that he can improve on. I always think that if you have like one core player or even like two, right, they definitely have to do a really good job at playing Garrison captain. I think here you guys are going to see for a bit me harassing them on the field, and then I'm like, there's only a few minutes left, I definitely got to target these things. I probably should have targeted the helipad in the bottom left, honestly. Definitely way weaker people, or not no tier 6 or just high tier players like that, where I could have gotten easier kills at the end, but either way, it was still pretty fun. I was able to just smack into these guys. I'm out of tier 6 at this point. By the way, guys, I'm kind of hurting on this account. All the tier 6 are gone. I don't know if you guys are gonna see any more Pompeii videos for at least a while from my account down in Doom. Pretty sad day, pretty sad days. Unless I'm just playing Garrison Captain and I'm walking or I'm just zooming around so you guys can watch the content. Tell me if you guys like that, if you guys still want to see. The last few minutes are gonna just be a bunch of reports, so I will be out of your hair soon. You guys aren't going to see me for much longer. I'm trying to just keep you guys entertained because I am clueless to what to say at this point, honestly. Like, I think I've gotten all my main points on the table. It was pretty simple, like just what the mistakes were. We definitely would have struggled more. I would have been having to send rallies in. We would have had to maintain a field presence. as long, honestly, like I said, I do think that we would have won this no matter the case if they did have, really good. Either way, I feel like we have a better core player base. We had more players in here. We have a lot more stronger players overall. I think the only issue is that Andy wasn't, able to reinforce these things. If we were able to maintain field presence, kind of keep a rally on one of these operation bases, slowly take them one by one and keep them full, we would have done a good job. We definitely made some mistakes. We could have actually like really steamrolled with the situation here. But overall, I still think that we did a good job. Our team managed to play well. We managed to win, so that's what matters. Hopefully our team does also learn from this and kind of does a better job at, not over focusing the field unless, just being able to like notice things like that, not swarming a rally, knowing when to swarm a rally, that kind of stuff. It's really important. I feel like people definitely overlook it when you really need to. I don't know. I feel like people just definitely don't understand when they need to swarm and don't need to swarm. And yeah, I think I'm about to hit a base here in a second. Hit some bases. My marches are about to get freaking just tackled down. These guys target me so hard. They notice I go over here. I was gonna actually fight, and then I was like, no, I don't have much time to hit these bases. I gotta run. And they start running for my marches. They're like, get out of here. Get out of here, buddy. And yeah, I think I tried to hit Andy for a second, and I was like, nah, this dude too strong. He's gonna take me a full freaking minute to even take down his Marge. So I just start hitting the bases, and these guys just start beating on me. They start harassing me over here. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I'm getting bullied. Also, if you guys would like to see anything in another video, like I know you guys have been really enjoying my recent ones where I've been just kind of dropping information, do let me know. I will be trying to, branch out, of course, doing more information videos, maybe a bit more on events. I know I've been like slacking off recently on the newer events, just kind of talking about events. I will be doing a top commander, hopefully, after this video, just explaining some of the stuff about top commander, some of the mechanics that you can take advantage of, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully, like some of it will help. And yeah, that is all. That is all in this video. I've been waiting for this end because I am super awkward today. I don't know what it is, but today I am hitting my awkward wall. I do thank you guys for watching as always, though. I appreciate it. And you guys have an amazing day or night. I do thank you guys. So peace out and yeah, enjoy the reports.